when you look back there.
Yeah, we can see Penny.
There you go. Okay, we're live. Oh my gosh, I like to say that you're in for a treat, and you are in for a treat, especially today, because Diana has been taking candy and turning them into fun ways to gift them as treats. And she's got lots of things to show us today. Welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Hump Week. Humpty Dumpty Week, right, Diana?
Yeah,
so
is.
Diana's here, and
Hi.
She has a real knack for making fun, happy things, whether she's scrapbooking or making cards or making something fun that you might want to use these ideas for the holidays, maybe for a classroom treat, teachers, friends, neighbors, teammates, lots of different ideas this morning. So good morning. You are in the studio at Memory Bound. We're in a little different place. We're in another corner today because we're getting our, I'll just turn around here and give you a peek. We're getting things set up in here, back here in this area for Thanksgiving week. Oh, Rhonda came around the corner and she jumped back. We're getting things set up this week for our Thanksgiving week specials. We don't really have Black Friday specials. We have Thanksgiving week, and our specials start on Monday, which is just a few days away. And honestly, we've never been this prepared before. But in the meantime, an early special is the Winnie the Pooh Christmas collection, which is 40% off. We've got the great big mega pack. We've got the collection pack, the solids, the ephemera, and we even have a few of the stamps and dies left. The 6x6 pads and mega pads. And we have done a lot of projects with this. You can see it on our blog. You can see all kinds of fun ideas to do with this these product. And Diana Charmel says she was here Sunday, and you were very helpful.
Oh.
So that is really sweet. We love to hear that. We love to hear it. So Winnie the Pooh is on sale through Friday. The Winnie the Pooh Christmas is 40% off. And like I said, we've got a good collection of that. We've got lots of cards that have been made with the stamps. We've got a coloring sheet that Penny did for us that you can get. Maggie made all kinds of tags with some of the paper. You can see that here. And we've got the sticker book, and we've made the little journal here with our red lined journals, which I personally happen to love. I'm a little partial to those. But there's a little journal book. Maggie made us a mixed media tag from the Winnie the Pooh, or from the Tim Holtz, etc. tags. And these are called the mini size, but they're really not mini at all. They're about 8x6. And then Peggy has made a flip book, and Janet's made a lot of cards. So there's lots of projects on our blog that you can check out, I think, if you type in Winnie the Pooh. Nancy wants to know when we're going to get this lumberjack spritz back in. Diane's checking it out for us. She was here at the right time. So welcome everyone. I'm Kelly, and Diana's here today. Look at that shirt. That is so cute.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Grinch.
Yeah. A lot of Grinch stuff.
And we have a lot of Grinch stuff. And I was at a home decor store, and boy, they had a lot of Grinch stuff too. And Pam's asking for the journal books online, and we can have Janet link that for us. I know you can find them in the Merry Makers category, and we have the red and we have the black, and we actually made the red one up for Merry Makers, but here's another idea for it with Winnie the Pooh. Good way to take notes or just to have a fun little journal. And we have a black one that we made up also, and maybe we can ring the bell for that in a little bit. So welcome. You're at Memory Bound in Ankeny, Iowa, and Diana's here. And yesterday we received back in stock the Tim Holtz Santa mugs. And oh my gosh, let's get up close to these. Yes. Now this will be our last batch. And we were so lucky to get these because they are sold out at Advantis, who makes the ideology. They're gone, but one of our distributors had just gotten an order in, and they're like, do you want these? And I'm like, yes. Alicia was here. Oh, Diana, was it last week?
Yes.
I think Alicia was here, and she did all kinds of really neat things with the little Santa mugs. So don't wait. We've got a lot here, but don't wait if you want to get those. I know Diane said she's putting them on her holiday table at each place. So they're really cute. They are $7.99 for the two of them. So those are back in stock. And Diana, Jan says you are so fun that you checked her out and she enjoyed you. You were really sweet. They love your shirt.
Well, thank you,
They do
everybody.
love your shirt.
Yeah.
So good morning, everyone. We're really glad you're joining us. We've got Janet here working in the background from Texas.
Hi, Janet.
And Janet will, if you are looking for something you can't find, just like that journal, she'll help us out with that and try to link it, or she'll call the store and say, hey, where is that? Get it online and we'll fix it up. So if you have questions like that, you can type it in the comments and she'll catch those. She catches all the comments, Diana. I don't know how, because
I don't either.
I don't even
Jeez,
see all the
wonderful.
comments totally. But there's a lot of
Terrific.
people joining us. And if you are just joining us, welcome aboard on this wonderful Wednesday. Diana's here, and she's taken little candy bars and big candy bars and candy canes and turned them into fun treat ways.
When you can find them.
Well, we did have a hard time.
Have any trouble finding candy canes?
I know.
Right now?
Usually you see just tons of them.
I know.
But it was hard to find candy canes. It's November and we couldn't find candy canes. Oh, you know what, Diana? Before we show the new Doodlebug collection, can you reach behind you and get Chris's project? Chris was here
yes.
yesterday.
Absolutely.
And she made these amazing little gift card holders that, they're all wrapped up together.
Yeah.
Diana
I don't
will
wanna-
take it apart.
I didn't wanna...
And Diana, a lot of people are recognizing you because Jan says to tell you she got the Tim Holtz trimmer. You told her she would love it, and you were right. She does love it, so that's wonderful.
Well, they should recognize me after this many years, shouldn't they?
Diana's been here many years. Is 16 now?
15 and a half.
15 and a half. Working on 16.
I'm working on it.
All right, so this is the gift card holder that Chris did yesterday on our videos.
And there's where you hold the gift card right
and
in there.
she did tell us the memory bound gift card fits perfectly in there.
And when you open it, isn't that pretty? I love that.
Okay.
And then the back is just...
So she made that one with the new collection from 49 and Market.
And when you fold it all up, there you go. And then the string wraps around it too.
Yeah, that's really
twine.
neat. Okay. This is the one she actually made for us yesterday.
Yes.
And people
Isn't
love that
cute?
stenciling with the white ink, the picket fence,
Yes.
and the little birdie treat. Little
the
birdie is the
stencil.
brand. It doesn't mean those are little birdies, but
And there's where you put your card. And that's the back of it. And the front of it, where it opens up.
and I really love it because she also made one that was not Christmas related with
Right.
the 49 and
The
Market color
birthday one.
swatch.
It says happy birthday on it. And she put Velcro on this one. She did say you could put a magnet in there also if you wanted.
So you could tie it,
And
Velcro, or put in a magnet.
There's where your card would go. And then when you open it up, look how pretty.
It's a
so
surprise because you
pretty.
expect it to be like a book, and it does not open like a
Yeah.
book. Oh my gosh,
That would
Connie
be
made
pretty.
2 yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
I knew people would be making them because they were so nice.
So cute.
Okay, and then what we want to show you is yesterday we also received the brand new Doodlebug Christmas collection called Tinsel Time. I thought it was Tinsel Town, but we'll say Tinsel Time is in
Tinsel
town.
Time.
And
Yeah.
and
And I
so
think
we're
it's-
going to go ahead and show you all the components to that. And I've already got this. I'm going to make this
Yeah.
for our daughter's book this year.
I think the tinsel part is, because the silver is really kind of metallic-y.
So there's the
It
12
is
by
a
12
very-
sticker sheet.
I love this line.
And you're probably going to have to use the back of this to show the acetate, Diana.
Oh,
So there's
yes.
2 sheets of
Two
acetate.
sheets. This is the...
And this one might be a previous one, but I just like it so much I thought we should have it.
I know. There's a piece of paper in here that shows up really good on, but when I
Oh,
get to it,
better
maybe.
than okay.
Better than white,
okay,
maybe.
we'll set it
But
aside and we can show
We
it.
can show it later.
The snowflake. Here, we'll put it in the next shelf down.
Yeah. And then there's the stripe.
There's acetate
There, you
stripe.
can see that. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that looks neat.
So pretty.
And Janet linked the collection so you can see it if you want to go out and take some time and peruse through it and see all the different components of it.
Let's see. I gotta get one of each. I'm like I got 2
Diana,
left
this
hands.
is a difficult task now.
It is.
So
I'm
here's
not
one of
so
the
used to
papers
this.
that's got all the little icons.
Yeah, this one is called Tinsel Time. Imagine that. Tinsel Time. That's pretty.
It's got that teal in it that's kind of unusual.
Yes. Oh, this is the one that those snowflakes show up on. This one is Jolly Old Saint Nick.
Okay, so there's
You
Jolly
can,
Old
you can
Saint
kind of
Nick.
guess why.
Yes, I think we know. And so
here-
is that the one you said, the snowflakes?
Well, we put it on last night. It almost makes you dizzy, but you could almost line it up and have it all.
That's okay. It makes fun pages and things in your
Yeah.
albums.
Okay, ooh, we got plain silver here. This one is Tinsel Garland, and that's that.
And that's got your border strips. And we haven't said this for a while, but if you take these and cut these into 4 by 5 1/4, you have kind of a neat background for a layout, or you have
Ooh, yeah.
border strips for it.
You can use them for your edgings. Should have a guessing game to see what these are all named. This one is Happy Holidays. Not holidays, holidays.
This is your cut aparts.
Oh,
So you've got
look at
nice
that snowman.
titles.
Is he not cute?
Yeah, he is a cute snowman. And it's a good Santa Claus. And this is Tinsel Time that we're showing you right now from
Gotta get it
Doodlebug.
straight though. So neat.
So we
And this-
received everything, but we only got one of the Doodle Pops, and I've got to call in to Doodlebug. I assume they didn't have those available yet, so they're should be coming soon.
This is Snow Bright, and that I think that gray. Look, it almost has a metallic-y.
It looks metallic. I
Yeah,
don't think it is,
that's
but
a
it's an
tinsel.
illusion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
And oh, this is a cute one too.
This next paper is if you wanted to do a countdown. It's got numbers on the squares.
And it's Berry Mary.
Or if you'd like to maybe do a project where you do your top, your top 24, top 25 things about Christmas.
Look at all those cute
It's got
little
little
critters.
Santa in the tree looking through the
Oh
window.
my gosh, that is so cute.
So for those of you just joining us, Diana's here today, which
Tree
is really
trunks.
sweet, and she's going to show us all kinds of different ideas for making treats with candy
Simple
canes and candy
treat
bars.
covers.
Simple treat covers. Okay.
Simple. They're very simple.
That one's got your ornaments.
And Tinsel Town.
And that's what I kept calling the collection. So you've got your little homes and it looks like a church.
Ooh, those little pencil
And
trees
then over
or
here you
whatever
got
they
the
call
little,
them.
yeah, let me get up close to the trees because I like
Trees.
that a lot.
Those trees. Oh my gosh, I love those.
Well, if I get it done, I'll bring it in. I will get it done eventually, but I'm using this collection for an album for our daughter and her kids.
Dashing Deer.
Now these are the 3x4 cut aparts that make a nice
Have them right side up.
nice way to cut them apart, put them on a card front, slip them into a sleeve if you're doing like
Yes.
pocket pages.
Oh my gosh, so cute. Speaking of candy, this is
Well, that's
wonderful.
perfect, isn't it?
Perfect Christmas candy.
And here's your journaling pages.
Let's see.
Diana's
That
having
way.
this is a difficult task.
It is.
Whatever you see, we see.
I just learned my left from my right, let alone back
Well,
from
we're
front.
challenging you today, Diana. So that's got those really nice cut aparts for journaling. Katie loves to put those in pockets
Oh yeah.
for your mini albums. Looks like we just have a couple
And
papers left.
Festive Floral.
So that's got your plaid on one side and then Festive Floral on the other.
Yep.
And all the
pine
colors are
cones.
coordinating.
And your tags. You can't
We've
go
already
without
had
your
orders for this, and we haven't even shown it till right now. It arrived yesterday. And this is the last paper, and this is the tags.
tags.
Which, Diana, these would be handy for what you're doing today, too, if you just want to
Yes.
tie.
Oh, absolutely.
Get one of those
Yeah.
giant candy bars and just tie a tag on it with some
Yep.
ribbon or twine.
Yep, that would be simple, easy, and fast.
Yeah. And if you like it and you want to get it all, here's the
Here's
paper
the
pack.
paper pack.
That's the 12 by 12, and then we also have the 6 by 6.
Stickers.
Oh, and it has a sticker sheet in it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the 6 by 6 paper pack which has the
6
same
by
thing, but
6.
smaller, no stickers. And then they pull out their petite prints. I was going to say Color Vibe. They're petite prints that coordinate. So if you want to make it easy and just get colors that match, and I realize I didn't get any of the gray, so I'm going to grab myself some of the gray before I go home
there's
today.
a lot of gray in there.
And same with the cardstock. If you want to have an easy match for you, ready to go, they've got a 12-pack of solids that go with the tinsel time.
And if you want it all.
Yes, here's the essential stack. Now we do have this little piece, and we'll show you that little Santa mug. But the other Doodle Pops, for some reason, haven't arrived.
Kind of shows
And they've
you
got
there.
a page idea on that, too. That's nice.
Okay. Sticker sheet.
Here's the 6 by 12 stickers. That reindeer is really cute.
Isn't
kind
he?
of a Bambi type.
Yeah, he's got the cutest little face. So does Santa. He's got a cute face, too. Then we have, what are these?
Those are the mini icon stickers, and you
Mini
get 2
icon.
sheets of these.
3 sheets.
Or 3 sheets? Oh my gosh.
3.
More than I
Yes.
thought.
They're not priced yet.
And the
but-
puffy stickers.
And these are the puffy ones.
Oh, we need to put that on our list.
Yes.
You know how everybody's all about the Santa mugs this year? I think that's kind of the cool happening thing. And look at the puffy sticker there. That's got it, you guys. It's got lots of cool things.
Got the little Santa mugs. Oh, this one
Chit-chat.
I like, Chit Chat. And this is called Tinsel Time. And it's got a lot of that
It's got
silvery.
84 pieces. If you flip it around, Diana, this one, because it's Chit Chat, it's got a lot of the words. And I picked this up because I'm doing a Christmas album, and I think these will make great titles.
Yes, they will. And then we've got Bits and Pieces.
And 71 pieces, and of course, I got this one too, just because,
Yes.
you know, it's ephemera.
Yeah,
I can't help it.
Absolutely. Are we missing one?
There should be one more ephemera pack.
She must not have pulled that one because that's. Oh yeah, maybe it's down here. There it is.
You got a whole little.
Because
pack.
I was going to say this is like my favorite.
This is the odds and ends. 187.
87.
I think it might be
can't-
$9.99. I'm not sure, but oops, there. Now we're zoomed in a little better. So there's the 3 different packs of ephemera.
Wonderful. And this is a die set. A little village.
So if you flip that over, it's a layering die. So you
Isn't that cute?
you don't need stamps for this. You just have all your pieces to make the little houses.
Oh, so fun. Okay, we got some recipe cards to go with them. Which way's up and down?
Just like that's perfect. You get 36. And this is all in that category that Janet linked a little while ago.
And this is another die set that is snowflakes, all different sizes.
And
Look
this
at that.
this one is not new, but it goes so nicely with the collection that we did order it back in.
Yes, it's got all the sizes. Then we have sprinkles. This is twinkle lights. Oh, aren't those cool?
Yep, I picked that one up.
Yeah.
You guys probably don't care what Kelly got this morning, but
And mini jewels. This is holly.
Diana, that's right up your alley. You love sparkle
I
and glitter
know.
and bling.
Well, this is the one I got last night. Was Holiday Magic. Look at those stars.
Oh,
Are those
yeah.
not
Okay, now I've got
fun?
fear of missing out.
And look at the candy goes with it. Some more candy.
And Janet just linked it. So you guys, Janet's here. She's in the background. If you missed something or you want to link to something, you can let her know.
Oh, all these are
Hearts
sparkly.
are good for a lot of things.
Yes. More candy canes.
Lots of cool sprinkles. This is Tinsel Time from Doodlebug.
And some more mini jewels. And snowflakes. Boy, they got a lot of different ones this year.
There's a ton. Now we don't have, I mentioned the Doodle Pops are not here. There's just one Doodle Pop.
Just that Santa.
This little Santa with the Santa mug. And remember the
cute.
Santa mug, and then remember the Tim Holtz Santa mug. I think there's a theme this year, Diana.
I think so.
So what do we have here?
These are the
sil-
silver
well,
ones.
you were talking about the silver.
Yes.
So that is a new color then.
I had to get those too. And all of these have sparkle to them.
Well, that's
That you
right
probably
up your
can't
alley
see.
then.
I know, I love this set.
Now this is a die set,
This
and the stamp set
is-
did not come, so the stamp is coming.
Okay.
But you would need this. You would want
Here's
the
the
stamp
stamp set right there.
Have another call in. I don't think the stamps were ready, and they wanted to get the collection out. So hopefully
That's
that's
the
coming.
dies. And this one's fun. Look at this one. It's a
And that's
globe.
a doodle cut. So that's does not have a stamp set. So you get all the
You
pieces
get
to make
all
that
the
snow
pieces.
globe.
Isn't that cute?
You could make that and put a doodle pop in there. That would be really
Ooh,
neat.
yes.
And we've got some tapes.
Tapes.
Washi tape.
This one says Merry Christmas.
There's that
This
holly.
one goes with that holly. That's really cool. Then we have a stripe.
Well, I like these next two because they're just basic.
And
They
then-
could be for a lot of things.
A dot and a stripe. And then I think these are.
This
these
is
the
not
same?
new, but the
Lily
lily white
Yeah.
doodle
Hoarding.
twine
Oh,
is
yeah.
finally back in stock, and I don't know that you can get another twine like that in just white, and it does work really well with this collection. What do we got? 2 shakers
And then
left.
we got shaker thingies. This one looks like it's got peppermints, trees, stars maybe.
So that's
snowflakes.
called Happy Holidays. This one's called Happy Holidays. If you're making a shaker card, or you're making, Chris and I were talking, and she thought you could make like cut out a circle and make kind of a sugar cookie and put these on top.
wouldn't that be fun?
But do not eat those.
No, and this
And
is just
then
the holly ones.
Jolly Holly. With the holly.
With the holly.
So
Okay.
welcome to Memory Bound Tinsel Time. It's here in stock. The Doodle Pops are still coming. The one stamp set is still coming. And that is what's new at Memory Bound between Tinsel Time, the Tim Holtz Santa mugs back in stock, and we now have a Christmas ribbon pack. If you're looking to get some holiday ribbon, Maggie picked out some ribbons for us yesterday, and Nicole got everything cut, and you get 6 yards of ribbon in each pack, and it's $6.49. And that's going to be online under Ribbon and Twine. You'll find that. And then remember, Winnie the Pooh is 40% off. And Diana, I think we're ready to see what you've got for us today.
Wow. Ready to decorate some candy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here, we can get rid of that.
We'll move our cart
Trip over.
over.
Okay.
And so if you are just joining us or you joined us late, Diana's here, and she has made up some really fun ways to gift little candies. And she says they're simple, but just fun, rather than just giving somebody a candy bar or a candy cane. This is fantastic. So
Yeah, so anyway, the inspiration for this was from one of our customers, and Pat H. from California, if you're watching.
well, Pat. All right, hang on a second, Diane. Oh, do we have hers here?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
Because I'm going
all
to
right.
show how to make them.
All right, hang on, because I can get I think I can videotape better if I can
Okay.
do this.
Absolutely.
Hang on to your hats, everybody. Okay,
Don't get
so
busy.
Pat, our California friend Pat,
Yes.
was our inspiration.
So she gave us these little covers, and they're kind of like a matchbook. I would call them a matchbook cover. They just open up like this, and then they've got some M&Ms in the center of them. And so we're going to show you how to make that one.
oh,
and
good.
then
I'm so glad you're doing that.
we decided that maybe we'd add a few to it. So
Well, you know,
you
Diana
have a-
style. Diana style. You don't do one thing.
well, I didn't think it'd take me that long, maybe. So
Well, you probably had fun doing it, I bet.
so anyway, but
So we're
anyway,
gonna make-
thanks, Pat. She
Yes,
kind
so
of
we're gonna
decorated
make
the
Pat's-
outside, and like I said, they're just like matchbooks. These are stapled in. Just put it in like a matchbook.
Very cute.
So
The little M&M packs
that's
fit
what I
perfect.
would call, and we will go over the measurements for those and everything. I'm just going to kind of go over some of these real quick, and then we'll kind of show how to make a few of them. Okay, so we've got your common wraps for your nuggets.
Common wraps.
Common wraps, just a piece of paper, and then several ways to decorate them. Again, we're using scraps here. We're using small pieces. We're using your ephemeras that you're not using on everything else. Just using up your stash, okay? There's nothing specific. Couple of little envelopes. This one's just made of one piece of paper, and so it's a back and a front. But if you make it from like a piece of cardstock that you have laying around and you want to dress it up a little, I'm going to show you how to put an insert in it so you can dress up the inside. and those you just put little pieces of candy. Of course, there's all kinds of
Oh, that's cute, Diana.
yeah, holders for your candy canes, if you can find your candy canes.
Yes.
That's the thing.
We had trouble. We don't have very many red and white ones because we couldn't find them, guys.
We're doing all colors, but so you can dress them up like a Santa suit, reindeer. Put them together. These are real simple to make with like the little snowman and the gingerbread. Put them in a heart shape, and this is another
Oh, that's
one like
cute.
like this one is, but it's wrapped with twine, and this one has a little piece of paper on
That
it.
has twine.
Yeah,
And
we
this
should
one
put
has
that-
paper. These two need to be friends.
They need to be friends.
So we can compare.
A different kind of a folded one that all you have to do is fold it to make a little
Oh my gosh,
envelope
Diana,
pocket.
we did a video with this technique several years before the pandemic, or right at the start of the pandemic. Cute.
Well, let's
Very
hope it goes
cute.
well today.
Okay.
This is another one that holds one with just got a little piece of paper across it to hold your
Love the wobble.
candy cane. Wrappers, of course, wrappers are always good. And this one is you just simply wrap the candy bar. There's no magic to it or anything, and you can decorate them
And
however
we'll
you
take
want.
pictures of all of this.
Yes, and this one is one of those magic ones that you can pull up and pull in and out of its container. So I'm gonna go over
That one baffles me. I've made them before.
Yeah, once I
And-
went back and reviewed it. So a lot of these you'll recognize. Maybe you made them for your kids years and years ago, like I did, and or put them on packages, or there's some of the really old ones coming back.
Yeah,
to
that would
haunt
be
us,
well.
I guess.
But that's good
Yeah.
because it reminds us
To-
of.
yeah.
Sometimes we forget about, and everything that goes around comes around.
And
so.
we get so busy that we forget. You can just
And
sit
Diana,
down for 5 minutes
These
and
are
make
just
something.
cute. That's just like a couple of circles glued together.
It is. It is. They're just punched out circles. So, so again, you can use punches. You can use your dies. You can just measure it out and do it.
What are we going to start with?
One thing that is your friend are pop dots, and I use the bigger ones
the
because
glue
that's
dots?
what's glue dots. I mean, not pop dots. Pop dots are too.
Yeah, we like
But
pop
glue
dots.
dots, this is what is going to hold some of your candy canes together when you double
Oh, when
them.
you're hooking them together.
Yeah,
you
which
use
makes
the
it a
glue dot.
lot
Okay.
easier to do. Of course, your tiny attacher, you can attach anything together. And I would recommend for most things that you have a liquid glue. I actually put most of these together first with score tape, and within a couple of days the score tape had went boing. So,
add a
I
little
put
liquid
glue
glue.
over them, and the glue is holding quite well. So I think sometimes there's just a little bit too much tension with the
So here's
with the
one where
candy
she
cane.
used the tiny attacher that she mentioned.
Yeah, and I just put tiny
kinda
attacher on
fun.
that one. But a lot of them, especially like those little nugget wraps, I would definitely use glue on
Liquid
them.
glue on those.
Liquid glue on those types of things. And again, we're going to use up all of our ephemera. If you are someone who got a bunch of these little packs of ephemera that we had here. Whoops, I got it upside down.
Okay. So this is Pretty Little Studio, and we have a lot
Yeah,
of those
we had
left.
a lot of those, and
Holly Jolly, that's we use that in Merrymaker. So if you're a Merrymaker
yeah,
person,
and
you
you
might
probably
have
have
some
those.
left.
Absolutely. But any of these that have cute little sayings or people on them, Santas on them, just to get some of your stash used up. I wouldn't go and buy any more, really. Sticker books, you only use a few stickers out of a sticker book
There's a
usually.
lot of stickers.
And a lot of these are just made with 6x6 packs, so again, you can just use that, made from scraps, twine that
Okay,
you
so
have
get out
laying
your
around. Wiggle eyes always are enhance things, so.
Well, I love Google Eyes. They make me happy, like these right here.
Yes, they do. They make
They're
me
just
happy,
something
too.
about them.
So there's not a lot you need to do these things, just stuff left over, little pieces of ribbon to make bows, pieces of paper, and your basic scissors, scoreboard, trimmer, things like that. So I'm going to start with
Are we doing
our
Pat's
little
first?
matchbooks.
Okay.
And I've already cut my piece of paper because you don't need to watch me cut paper. But this piece of paper, and I do have measurements here for most of these things.
Oh, look
so
at you guys. She's
we can,
typed things. We'll get a
Yeah,
shot of that
I've
and
got
we'll share
another
it
sheet
on our
down there.
blog.
So the piece of paper that she used was 8 inches by 3 1/4 inches wide.
Okay.
And you're going to score it at 3 1/4. And I've got to look at my things here and 7. Okay, that's all you got to do.
3 1/4 and 7. So 8 by 3 1/4. And then score at 3 1/4 and 7. I just like to always say it again for people that,
right.
weren't listening or their husband was yelling for them to come or something.
And then just fold it all in. And already you got your
Well, that looks
thing.
pretty simple.
Now you're going to put your candy in, which is this, and it's got plenty of leeway down here so that it fits in there. I don't know which way it fits that way. Okay. And then we're going to use our tiny attacher.
Where is Diana's tiny attacher?
It's under all this stuff, of course.
Oh my gosh, look at you guys. She's got it in one of those
Yeah,
little
it's a
boxes.
6 by 6 because I can keep
Or
my
4 by
extra
It
staples
holds
in
4
there
by 6
too.
photos. But do
Yeah.
we have a bell at all?
Don't know where the
Could
bell
you
is.
get us one of these? See if we have these boxes. Look, she puts her tiny attacher in there. Yeah.
I don't know. I've always
Nobody.
had it in there.
I don't think anyone's ever shown that, Diana.
Oh, well.
All right. So.
So you just
what are you
put
stapling
it. Yeah,
here?
you
Let me
just
get
put
over
it
here.
in, and we're going to staple. When we staple, you want to staple kind of toward the bottom because you want to be able to fit your top
Good
in.
tip.
Okay. So simple as that. We'll hold it there. I shouldn't say simple as that because those little M&Ms
You don't
in
want
there,
to staple your M&M. Thanks, Maggie.
and those little M&Ms keep wanting to go somewhere. So you just staple it down like that.
So staple towards the bottom.
Right, toward the bottom.
Pat, thank you for inspiring
Yes,
us
isn't
with
that
this.
fun?
Yes.
And then you can just decorate the outside however you want it. I just threw a sticker on a little circle here, and I would just attach it there. You could pop dot it off if you wanted a little more dimension to it. You could put a bow there, or you could do like she did with all those cute little Santas and ho-ho-hos.
I talked to Pat about this, and one thing that I hadn't thought about, Diana, was she just punched out a circle, and then she just took some green ink just to kind of make ground those items, and I've never done that before.
Yeah. So, simple but effective and very, very cute.
Sherry just said she knows what she's making for seniors at assisted living. It's
Yeah.
perfect because it does not take much paper at all.
No. And you can put it at their little place settings and stuff, and they're perfect.
So
Okay.
here, Maggie went and got this so we could show you because the light bulb went off for her also when she walked up to see what we're doing. But this is a little 4 by 6 art bin supply box that Diana has her tiny attacher in, and it holds extra staples.
Yeah, you can put your extra
And
staples in.
it's
or
only
whatever.
$3.29.
Right.
I put gems in these. People put photos in them. There's a lot of different uses.
there's so many uses.
But now I'm going to get one for my tiny attacher. That is awesome, Diana. Not even planned.
Okay.
That wasn't even planned, was it?
And that wasn't planned. No. Okay.
These are cute.
We're going to go to these guys next, only because they're next on my list. How's that? Okay, so for these, again,
I like that green candy cane and how you put green ribbon on it. That really
yeah.
looks nice.
So that candy cane worked out okay, but not being red and white. Now, for their circles, you can use, like I said, you can use big punches. I think I used two. One of these is a 2 3/4. It must be this guy.
That's a big one.
And this
Or
one
dies
is a
if you have a die.
3-inch. Oh no, the circle one. Yeah, the circle one. I mean, he's a big guy.
I don't even know if that we can get that punch anymore,
I
Diana.
don't think so, but
But you've
Get
got
into
one,
your-
by golly.
yeah, I've had this one for so many years, I can't even tell you. Use your dies in your die cutting machines. A lot of you have what do you call them, the infinity die sets.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So you can get any size you want and cut them out. And that's what I would do. So you need 2 of whatever circle you're using for each one, because you put one on the back, one on the front. And this is one of those places you want to use glue.
To hold them
not
good.
score tape. So for like this little guy here, I'm not going to go through the whole.
Funny how you say this little guy.
Yeah, well, he does have some personality
He does.
going. Now the rickrack.
So this is actual rickrack?
Well, no.
Oh, it is not rickrack,
That
but you
is-
could use rickrack.
Well, and that's what I wanted to use, but I didn't have any at home, and I thought I did.
Diane, I can't believe
But
you didn't
we
have
have it here.
rickrack.
I
So
know
you
it.
could get
I probably did
rickrack.
some-
You'd have to call us for this.
Yeah, but that's the same. This is the rickrack I really wanted to use. However, I
But
used.
you figured out a different way to do
I
it.
actually used an Elizabeth Craft, and I don't know if we can get this die set. I don't think it's that old, but I use this little rickrack in here, and just made
Well,
a strip.
there's
for
a
it.
lot of different ones there that would work well.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
love
could
this
see,
set.
Diana, you could put a triangle on here and make like a Christmas tree.
Oh yes.
Lots of
Yes.
different shapes. that you
Lots
could
of
do.
different shapes you could do. But anyway, we do have the rickrack at
And
25
Shannon
cents a
just
foot.
said this would be cute. Well, all of these would be cute to put on a present.
They're also cute to hang on your Christmas tree.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now, we've had a tradition since my grandkids were babies. I always
What's that?
hang a bunch of candy canes, and I usually get all different flavors and colors and whatever.
Of course.
And hang them all over our trees, and so they can eat them while they're there. They know they can go take whatever they want. They can take as many as they want when they walk out the door. And so they kind of have
that's a
come
good-
to expect that.
And-
now I can't
And
find
there's
them.
okay, and there are a lot of crazy candy cane flavors.
Yes, I know. I think like cherry and raspberry they really like, and and peppermint. You always got to have peppermint
Right.
for your hot chocolate. But anyway, so really I just built him up. Now I just use a regular little hole punch, maybe
For the eyes,
for the little eyes.
which you could use
For
that for
both
either
of
of
them.
these.
So you can put your little eyes on. This is just some more of that rickrack that I had cut, so you can put that across there. I just draw their mouths in with a Posca pen or
Okay.
any pen, but I usually use just like a black Posca pen.
And that looks like a medium tip.
Yeah. Now for him, I would ink around the edges, and for this one, I think I use this ground espresso. You can use a distress ink. You can use any inks you have, but you want him to look like he's kind of baked.
Right.
And then these little guys, these are so fun
Oh,
to
those
put
are the
on
Wendy
the
Vecchi.
cheeks. Yeah.
And we
To
do
put
have
in-
those.
Yes, we do. And I didn't bring any back either, but we do have them.
Hey, Rhonda, would you be able to get these? They're back in tools or Ask Maggie
Well,
if
they're
you're not sure.
actually out here by the inking things, the ink.
Okay, yeah.
They're little packs of them.
They're asking if we have the die. We need our bell.
I don't think we have that die because I looked for it.
You did, okay.
But I'm wondering if we can order
So that
it.
die is out. The border die is out of stock, but we'll find out if we can get it ordered. Thank you.
It is number 2139, and it's called Borders Trim.
So if that's something that you're interested in, let us know and put your name on the list.
2139.
We can order that pretty
Elizabeth
quickly.
Craft.
Now this is the detail blending tool that Diane is using, and it's $5.99. But you get 5, and you can work on both ends. And this actually came out with Wendy Vecchi, I believe, and now it's just got the Ranger brand on it. But it's nice for this little things.
Oh,
and
for
Diana's
any
gonna
little
show
things.
us.
I use a lot of them. But anyway, I use them for his little
Little
cheeks because, you don't want the cheeks all over his face with a big one. And you can just, just,
Oh, cool, Diana.
them
And you're just
down.
using an archival ink.
yeah, I just grabbed an archival, but you can use a distress ink. You can use anything you want. You don't need a lot of pink. You just want his cheeks kind of,
Yeah.
It's
funny because when you're in the middle of doing it, you're like, oh, is that going to turn out? But then you
Yeah.
look over here and,
And
it's
you
like,
can-
oh my gosh, once you add everything else,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
And you can add, more later too. And then the other thing I do to make their little eyes come alive is with a white Posca pen.
She does. You can see where she took the little white pen.
Yeah, you just got to put the little glitter in their eye that way.
Make sure when you're using Posca pens, like you might have heard Diana, I don't know if it was on the camera. Oh, you're just doing a little mark.
Yeah, just a little mark. It's just their little glisten
Cute.
part of their eye just to bring them alive.
I'm going to say make sure you shake your Posca pens.
Yeah, you want to make
Because
sure.
it is a paint and it does settle. Just like your paint you would shake or
And
stir up
you
before
can
you
hear
use
the
it.
little ball in there going. And then for the mouth, you can do any kind of mouth you want. I did kind of a wiggly mouth on the snowman. I just put a little in it. Just, you know, they don't have to be perfect.
That's cute.
It's just, and then you would glue that on.
And we have a question. Diane's using the detail blending tools. They're $5.99 and you get 5. And if you take a look, both ends have the little sponge on them for applying small areas of ink. They're really handy dandy. I've got some at home. I need to get them out and use them, Diana. See how cute that is?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then I just used a fine black pen or brown. Maybe I used brown even, like on him. And I just put a little tiny line around the outside. That was just my finishing touch once I got him on there. So then all you do is you put them on your candy cane. See what color can we use this time?
Anything but red and white, because we
Anything
don't have
but
red
and
and white.
So
While you're doing that, Diana, there's a question about your scoreboard, and Diana's using the Caterpillar crease, and it does come with the black numbers. It's probably one of the most easy to read
it's
scoreboards on the
And
market right
use.
now. Chris had it yesterday and was using it. And there's a couple other staff members that really love it. And it doesn't really ever cut your paper, does it, Diana?
No, I've never had it cut my paper. It's kind of got the
sometimes
ball.
I have trouble.
It's got the ball tip on it for one thing, and I really like that. And then it has this thing, which also snaps out of there.
There's a strip in there. If you wanted to score like chipboard, it
Yeah,
will
the
score
chipboard.
heavier material, and you use this extra accessory piece.
Right, you use that and say I wanted to score it at 2 inches. I would just slip this thing in at 2 inches, and then you would lay your chipboard over the top of it and run your.
And
pen
Sharon
on it.
says she loves her crease.
too.
I think it's $39.99. Diana, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Janet
sure
just
either.
put a link to it, so you can check out the link there.
Yeah.
Okay,
It all
so we're
stores very well.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. So once you get him all decorated and his little face on and everything, then you just simply put him over the candy cane. And like I said, I would use glue, but you could put it down first with a little piece of score tape and then glue it up over the top. And I just use things like these little
Oh, a little clip to hold
clips
it.
to hold it until
Yeah.
everything gets dried into position. Then you don't have to sit there for 2 hours waiting for
To
it
make sure it dries.
Yeah, to make sure it
Stays
dries
together.
and stays together. So we'll see. I'll at least get his mouth on straight, maybe. But if I had him all glued together and everything, I would just clip one of these on each side and lay him down flat, and he would be good to go. The other thing you could do is, since glue dots are your friends, is you can put a glue dot on the back.
Oh,
back
on
of
the
him.
candy cane?
Yeah, on the back of the candy cane, and put it down to the back part, you know, where you want it, so it stays into position and you're not fighting it the whole time. But I would always lay it on a surface, a flat surface, to do that.
To line it up.
Yeah.
Get it lined up.
And then it would be on there, and then you could go ahead and glue your parts together.
They're very cute, Diana. Super cute.
So and on him, the only difference I made was the little carrot. I just took a little piece of orange and just
You
fussy
just
cut
fussy cut it.
a
I
little
like the
carrot.
striped ribbon with the candy cane.
And yeah, isn't that pretty?
This
I
is
like
one
that
of our
too.
few red and white candy canes, so
Very
enjoy
cute.
it. We had a really we couldn't
It was
find them,
awful.
everyone. And
don't
Peggy
even know where
said she
you did
found
find
some
them.
at a grocery store.
Yeah.
I actually ran into them at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, geez.
Is it Dollar Tree that we have here, or Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
And
Yes.
I had to ask for them, and the guy was really nice. He helped me find them.
So anyway, so that's those two little guys. Again, you can hang them on your trees. You can put them on the top of your presents. You can play with
Very,
them
very cute, Diane.
however
Thank you for
want.
sharing that.
Then we have reindeer. Put them that way so you can see them. At least,
You want this one?
yeah, well, reindeer. Okay, so here's our two reindeer, and we're using our candy canes as their antlers, of course. On this one, I use twine, and I use kind of a heavy twine, but you can use just your regular twine. If you've got the big ball of twine, I would just use that. It just takes more of it. But I happen to have one that's got this size twine. And again, I would put a dab of glue and hold your twine on it. Then just wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it till you get however big you want his face.
Okay.
Because that's his face. This is where our wiggle eyes come in. You need some kind of small, tiny,
I love those.
tiny little
Do we
wiggle
have
eyes.
some? Is that them right there, Diana? Or those? We
I
have.
don't
We have lots
remember.
of choices.
Yeah, these are a little bit bigger. You can use just about any size you want.
These are the
but I just happen to have
These are
some.
7mm.
Yeah.
And I think we should have some 5mm eyes also.
Yeah. The smaller the better for these little guys because they're not very big. Now, again, when you're doing these, let me get a couple of candy canes here.
She just
These
happens
are
to have some.
I just happen to have a couple more. You are going to lay these down flat, and you're going to put your glue dots in between here. So you want to put 2 or 3 glue dots there, so they're nice and flat before you start wrapping them. Otherwise, all you do is fight these, and they go every which way. So get them anchored first
yeah,
in
I
the
could see how
spots.
they would kind of flip around.
Yeah, they flip around, and it's kind of hard to do them. So you can see these don't
good
touch
tip.
everywhere, but they touch here, they touch here. So I'd just make sure I had a glue dot in each spot of that. And then you can, to wrap them. This one, I just took a little piece of brown paper. And let me see, I got another piece here. Let me tell you how.
While you get that out,
How big
I'm going to
it
get
is?
up close on the twine so that people can see how cute that is. And I love the little nose, Diana.
So it's 2 by 2 1/4.
2 by 2 1/4.
2 1/4. And it's the 2-inch part is what's going to wrap around it. And then again, on the back, all you do is just glue it. He's just glued over. And on this one, wherever you end, put some more glue and anchor that down. So, again, then I punched a hole, and I don't know what size that is.
Looks like maybe
Probably
3/8.
3/8 each out of just some glitter paper. You can just do it out of red paper. You could do red paper and put glossy accents on it.
Oh, sure, that would be good.
Or glitter or whatever you wanted.
Christmas time stickles is my favorite red stickles.
Yes,
And
yes.
that would
Stickles
do
will
the
be
same thing.
perfect. And then you can put your bow wherever you want to put your bow. You can put it above if you want like a little girl bow, or you can put a bow tie for a little boy. And again, these will hang on your tree. They'll go on in your bows on your packages, or they'll just be like
They're
this.
very cute. Very cute.
So that's another one. Like I said, these are all very, very simple. Nothing
We had a
extravagant.
report. We had an update and a report, Diana. Mary said that the Fairway grocery store on the north side of town has red and white candy canes.
Yeah,
And
isn't that where
that's probably where Peggy was last
Yeah,
night. Peggy called
that's where
Diana
Peggy
and said,
was.
"I know where I found red and white candy canes."
and it was at Fairway, and I haven't got stopped there yet, but we're going to. Okay,
But this one, I like this one in blue.
so this is a
Since
heart
it's
one.
winter.
So you're just going to be turning. We got little eyes floating around here. Do we want eyes? No. So this one, you're going to turn your candy canes around, and this one's a little trickier as far as getting your glue dots on. But I put one right on the end and anchor them there, and then it'll touch up here,
But
so you
not
can
at
anchor it.
It's not at the tip. It's kind of before the end of the tip.
Yeah,
where
it's
you
almost
put your glue
before.
dot.
But you'll see where it touches.
Wherever they touch is where you put your glue dot.
And again, you'd put one here. Then I just wrap plain twine around here and tied a bow. And then it's kind of nice to anchor them across with something. This I cut a circle out, put a sticker on, and then put a little tag sticker that goes on across. And that kind of helps hold them together too. You don't have to do that. I mean, you could put another.
But it's a good tip just to make it a little more sturdy.
A little bit more twine down there. You can put twine or a bow, however you want. But those are kind of fun.
Diana, if you tip that upside down, and then this way, look at it would make like a Christmas tree.
Yes.
So you could make a Christmas tree. You could put a star up here on top. Maybe put some strips across the way. Get some green, like a green candy cane.
Like some tinsel.
And you could probably make it look like a Christmas tree, and that would be fun.
Well,
if anybody does that, send us a picture.
Especially if you get, heck, we got some like green.
Yeah, if you get some green.
Yeah, some green type or green and white type of candy canes. They would be perfect.
And this would also be nice for Valentine's Day. So
yes.
If you see some red, get your candy canes and save some for Valentine's Day.
Okay, let's see a couple more of these here. Let's get some of these out of the way. We'll rearrange here.
You've shown us a lot so far, Diana.
This is, I think, the last candy cane one. And this one I just put a little strip of paper. I have two layers here, so I have a matte layer, and I used the matte layer, which was the striped, and made a little holder, I don't know what you call it, a little strip across. What's fun about this one is you just have to put your candy cane down through. Again, I would glue here on the sides, not just depend on my tape, and I got a wobble on him. So this is where you can use a piece of ephemera and put a wobble on the back, and that makes it kind of cute. You can also punch a hole up here so it's more like a tag if you want, so they will hang on a Christmas tree also.
I think I didn't see her comment, but I think Katie was thinking the same thing about the hearts. So Diana, is that candy cane attached in there, or it just stays in there? It just stays in there.
You just put it in.
Okay. We love our wobbles.
Yep. So got a little wobble on that one. Okay. And this, I got one more candy cane. And this one I just decorated up like a Santa suit. You could do it an elf suit, something like this if you wanted. You can decorate them however you want with your scraps. And again, it's a tag, so it'll hang on your tree.
Now, it's interesting
and
because
this just slips in and
we
out.
have dies to make the Santa belts. Mm-hmm. And then you could also punch out 2 squares. Now, Diana, did you use the die?
I did not use the die, and I just fussy cut them.
Okay. Because you can also punch out a gold square and then a smaller black
a smaller
square.
one in it if you have.
Or you can get the
dies.
Impression Obsession Santa buckle dies. Rhonda, would you find us the Santa buckle dies from Impression Obsession?
Yeah, I've got several.
Santa buckle die?
Yeah, there's 2.
It just looks.
They just look cool. I think that looks really neat how you did that.
So that's another thing you can do. You can decorate them like an elf. This just has a candy cane inside it that just pushes out, maybe. Or maybe you just have to rip the whole thing up.
Is it a candy cane or candy bar?
No, this is a candy bar.
Oh, that's a candy bar.
This is an actual candy bar.
So make them work to get it, Diana.
Well, I think
if you're going to eat it, you're going to have to work for it, right?
You're going to have to work for it. Well, and you do want these around. They're kind of snug, but I could also have it halfway glued in there. Who knows? I'm going to check it out. But it does have a Hershey bar in there. And these you just measure around your candy bar, trim your paper off, glue it down. The belt's glued down.
Just put your circles for your buttons and your zigzag
Embellish
top. You
it
could
however
even
you
just
want.
freehand cut that.
Oh, yeah.
Rhonda went and got us the buckle dies from Impression Obsession. So the larger one is $6.99 and the small one is $4.29. So they're very inexpensive if you want to make, they're even cute going across a card where you put a red front of a card, and then you can put your buckle on, a black strip and your buckle. I think they're just really cute. They're laughing about the candy cane shortage, Diana. I know. But seriously, I was even somewhere else and I was looking for candy canes. And, you know, usually there's so many of them.
I know, all different flavors and shelves and shelves.
And especially the red and white. You could find a lot of, like Diana's got the Lifesaver one. Well, not many left, but we had the Lifesaver ones. And
They're
maybe
here
we were out
somewhere.
too early looking for them. I don't know, but
I don't know, but okay. And then my other, this is the trick one. This is a candy bar wrapper again, and so this one is kind of fun because you have it inside, and this one I can get out because you pull it with the ribbon. Whoa, and it comes out.
and it came out.
And it comes out, and you eat it, of course. And you can put it right back in there because that ribbon will go right back down in there. So
Hold it. Can you hold it sideways this way and pull it out?
Yeah.
Because to me, I had to really think about this for the longest time, about it coming out. I don't think it's supposed to fall out though, but maybe it does.
Well, maybe I should have it attached, but the only thing I found how to make those didn't attach it to anything.
Diana,
just
we're
pulled
getting
it
a
out.
lot of candy cane updates.
Oh, good.
Kay says there's all kinds at Hy-Vee, so maybe we were just out looking too early, but I thought everyone had Christmas stuff out in July, so I guess not.
Yeah, well, usually Walmart and them do. And again, I put a Santa head on there and a wobble, so to make it cute. Okay, so for this one, the way you make it is, take it apart here. Well, I can't take it really apart. You're going to make the covering to go around and make it generous. It doesn't have to be huge, but generous. You will seal it up the back. I've got it just glued up the back, and you will seal the bottom. So you want to bring both your sides in and seal the bottom. And again, I use glue on these because you never know.
Well, it makes it stronger.
Then you just take your ribbon. If I don't have the knot in here, too bad. I can do this. Oops. And once you get your wrapper part made, take that out, you will go and you will punch a decent size hole in the center at the top through both layers. Okay?
Yep.
And then
I'm just looking. Janet linked a blog last year. We had some other candy bar holders, so check that out. Janet linked it. Check it out later if you want to.
you just wrap your ribbon around it evenly around your candy bar and hang on to it and put your candy bar down in there. You got your wrap. Now you got your two ends here. You're going to bring the front one out the front hole, which is
I'm glad
there.
you're showing us how to do this, Diana.
And then you're going to bring the back one out the back hole. Well, you're going to if you can find the hole. There you go. Okay, so you got the front one out of the front hole, the back one out of the back hole, and then you just need to tie a little knot up here at the top. So you want, what have I got, maybe 6 inches? So it'd be 12 inches.
So,
I think
yeah,
I figured
so just
like,
have a little extra.
yeah.
Or have extra and just cut off what you don't need.
Extra, yeah. Just tie a knot. And that's all there is to it. Now when you go to pull it, you will pull it up out of there.
I think you tie the knot at the top of the candy bar, and that's what holds it in, maybe.
Oh, maybe that would help, yes.
Yeah.
If you
Give
tied
that.
it.
I'm trying to remember. This
I know, because
this
they
candy
just-
bar thing always has baffled me. I love it, and I've made them, but I have to like look at it because it's like magic.
Yeah, I just found a tutorial online in Pinterest, and they just tied it.
They just tied
But
it.
I'm
Well,
going to try
maybe
to.
that's what it
But I
is.
am going to try to get it down there. Okay, so I've tried a new one.
Now let's give it a shot, everybody.
I might have tied it almost too tight,
Oh, I don't think
but
so.
because really I don't think you should be seeing that. But anyway, we are. So then, yeah, it does pull out better.
And it doesn't fall out.
Doesn't actually fall out. This poor candy bar is broken into 100
It looks
pieces.
like-
I can.
That probably
I
doesn't
pulled
help.
it in and out. I know
It doesn't help, but it
It
still's
doesn't.
going to taste really good.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so tie it at the top of the candy
Yeah,
bar, maybe,
at the
or
candy bar.
closer to the top.
Maybe a little looser than I did, but yeah.
Okay, well that helps, and I love the
Yeah.
wobble on the Santa. But wobbles
Yeah.
are fun, and
Wobbles are
they come in
always
different
fun.
sizes, and Janet did link them a little bit ago, so if you'd like to get some wobbles, she's got a wobble on here also, on the little penguin.
Yeah, you could put a wobble on any of them. You could put a wobble on these little guys
Yeah,
too,
you
little
could.
wobbles. So, okay, so the 2 envelope ones.
Oh, are we gonna make one of these?
I think we might, because they're pretty fast.
Okay.
If I can. I gotta find my directions though, so I can give you the right measurements. Okay, this one is called what they call a diaper fold.
Diaper fold?
And yeah, and it kind of, you know,
It is.
I think it's
Yeah.
kind of looks like a diaper. You can use any size square for this that you want. I think I've got.
So you just start with a square.
Just a square. It's got to be a square. Yeah, that one goes to the other guy. Let's see how big a one I got here. I'm using an 8.5 by an 8.5 square.
So we'll be able to see what 8.5 by 8.5 ends up being at the end.
And it's a double-sided paper, of course. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold it diagonally, corner to corner. And I'm using paper rose paper. I'm not sure that that's the best of the best to use when you're folding, but it's not too bad. It really,
It looks like it's because you used it on here, and it looks
Yeah.
like it turned out pretty well.
it's so
nice and
pretty. I
heavy.
just love
Yeah, it is
paper.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the one we're making. I might just move these off
Yeah, we'll move those
so we
off.
can see the one you're making.
Okay, so you've got this. I'm going to try to do this kind of backwards. Now what you're going to do with this is you kind of want it so that this is going to go in halfway, the point. And it is going to cross. It's kind of like doing a diaper. And it doesn't always come out perfectly. This other one is a lot easier to make, and you probably want to make it, not this one.
Well, I think we want to see them all because
But
you don't
this
even
one-
need glue for this, do
Yeah,
you?
no. So this one you're going to bring across this way. When we do this one, it'll be down here, but we want this
So kind of at
the
an angle.
broken edge is there. And again, you want to kind of seal it. And then you're going to do the same.
Well, kudos to you, Diana, because that is really thick, heavy paper, and
Yeah,
you're doing
I'm
it live on video, so
not
that
sure
is really great.
how it's going to come out. They should come out.
You guys should.
And this is kind of big too. I mean, I would use a smaller one if I was actually making. So then you bring the other one across because you want them both across there.
If
Okay.
you guys could see Diana's craft room, she has an amazing craft room, and just about
Oh, you don't want
everything
to see it
you
right
could
now.
imagine.
Half of it's out in the kitchen right now, just because. Okay, so then you have it folded across like that, and you can see that this. I don't know if you can tell it
We
on
can
there,
kind of
but
tell
you can
it.
kind
Sure,
of
we
tell
can.
it. So you've got 2 flaps up here, and you only want 1 flap because you're making it look like an envelope or a diaper or whatever. So you're going to fold this down and fold it across. Now the trick to this one is, after you get that much done, and see I did make it a little big, just put your fingers in and go like that, and it pops it all kind of together.
Oh my gosh, and it holds it. So the flap
Right.
holds it.
The flap holds it, and I don't know
And here's
how.
the other one that she made.
Yeah, and this one was a little smaller, I think. But the other thing you can do, you can make a belly band. You can stick a glue dot under there if you're not sure that that's going to hold when you get your candy in there. Although I've not had one come apart. I mean,
I think they're
they've got a
pretty
big-
solid. It's kind of like
they are.
origami,
Yeah,
an origami diaper
yeah.
pocket.
There you go. And again, you can put your little decorations on the front if you want, or put a belly band and put a decoration on that. And then you're ready to put your candies in there. Whatever.
You know, somebody mentioned that these are great ideas for like going to a senior center,
Yes.
teacher, a classroom,
I would get a little
Neighbors.
bit thinner paper.
because you could
maybe
put gift
than
cards
that.
in these too.
Oh, yes.
You know, you could
absolutely.
put a lot of fun little
Totally.
things.
Okay, now I said these were a lot easier to make because they are, quite frankly. let's put this, where are we going to put these?
The Sandy made a comment, and you probably didn't even realize it, Diana, but she said how it turned out this flower was perfect right there on the point.
Uh-huh.
So I suppose if you look at what's on the corner of your paper,
Oh, yeah.
you could possibly make it so that it does fold down perfectly.
Totally, yeah.
Or put something over the top of it like you did
Yeah.
here, the little cute little reindeer.
Or you could cut a point. There's so many dies for poinsettias.
Oh yeah,
cut a
poinsettia would be beautiful
out
on there.
Okay, so this one basically, these little envelopes are basically, again, a square. And let's see what it was. It was an
8.5.
Yeah, it's
The
another
same as the
8.5
last
square.
one.
Yeah, 8.5 inch square. And you will cut it, you can fold it, but then cut it diagonally. So you're only going to be working with one piece of
Okay.
paper, okay? So first we'll make this one where we don't put an insert in it.
Okay.
We just have too much stuff.
You got wait, look at all this stuff, you guys. We will take pictures, and this will be on our blog too.
So if you put that on here as an 8.5 inch square cut in half, the point should be right at the 6 mark on your scoreboard. And you're going to follow down on your 4. Oops. 4. And you're going to follow down on your 8. And you could almost do this with that last one too if you wanted to, actually get
score
them.
it before you.
And then you're going to fold on your score lines, but this time, now this is going to have the wood on the outside instead of, well, let's fold it the other way so it doesn't. You can fold it either way. So you want your edge to be along your edge
Right,
of your
even
bottom.
on the bottom. Okay.
Okay, and then this one, if you can see the score line,
Yep,
is
there
right
it is.
there. And again on the bottom.
Oh
And
my gosh,
that's how
it?
simple that is. So you're just going to put tape or glue just a little bit along the edge and along the edge. And then that is that. You can put a decoration there if you want, your candy, whatever.
That's it. This is great to put treats in, but I also think you could put this on a layout, and you could tuck in a
Yes.
photo or some journaling.
It'd be a simple
Or
little
some memorabilia,
envelope.
and it's just a triangle.
I know. So again, 8.5 inch one, and I'm going to put my point right at 6, because this one we're going to put an insert in. So you got 4 inches. Might be easier to see my score marks too. And 8 inches. Okay. And we're going to bend these in, but we're not going to glue them down.
Okay, so you're just folding on the score lines.
Yeah, and you want to make sure all your bottoms are equal. Yep, we're just folding on the score line. And then the first one you make, you're going to want to measure across here and to the point. It doesn't have to go clear to the bottom because your insert's not going to go clear to the bottom. And I'm going to put the cardinals in, and so you want them to fit right in there, and you want to make sure that you get your point covered there. So I think this is actually going to go clear to the bottom, which is fine.
So Diana is showing us how to do this. She started with the red paper. Maybe you don't have the two-sided paper you want, or maybe you just want to use a piece of scratch paper. And then she's showing us how to put that little cardinal piece in there.
So you're going to put that in before you close your envelope. And
Makes sense.
yeah. And then you're just going to simply trim off.
Oh,
Back.
there you go. This is kind of like
Easy.
envelope liners, which is
Yeah.
Janet is famous for her envelope
Exactly.
liners.
Perfect.
If you ever get a card from Janet, well, you know it's from Janet if you open it and there's a liner.
So that's all you do there. And then now you're ready to put your...
And where do you put your glue down? Just along the bottom?
I just
Diana?
put it just along the bottom. You really wouldn't even have to put it on Well, yeah, you would, because you don't want stuff falling out the bottom.
So you put it right along the bottom
Yeah,
and
just
then
put
close
it
it.
on. And then just right along the bottom. And just make sure everything's even.
That glue press is handy for that, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And again, then, once it
There it
gets all
is.
dry, you got something for your candy.
So there's the one she's made up. And then here's the one that she made with the two-sided paper. We better put another little piece of candy in there. And she showed us how you make these from just square. Was it 8 1/4, I think, or 8 1/2?
8 1/2. Mm-hmm.
And then
8 1/2
just
inch square.
cut diagonally and then scored.
At 4 and 8.
And then look what you have, these fun little envelopes that are good for a lot of things.
Yeah, you could put a gift card in those easily, too.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to make an actual envelope, you just have to
Fold it down.
fold it down, so it wouldn't be, you know. But
Pretty simple, though, Diane, to start with a triangle and come up with something like that. Definitely
So
a gift
those
card, other things. Janet's talking about lining her envelopes. It's a fun little extra. And it is. It is. And they always
pretty.
coordinate. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me see if
look
we have
good.
any other questions, Diana. This has been
Nope.
very amazing. Oh, we've got
we
one more
just-
thing to
well,
do.
I don't,
forgot.
We don't really have to do them. I'm just going to show some of them. When you're covering your nuggets, again, you want it to wrap completely around. And let me see. I think I have a measurement.
And these are the Hershey Nuggets, not the mini candy bars. We had
Yeah.
a thing from My Favorite Things a number of years ago, and we went and bought all the mini candy bars, and we needed nuggets.
And these have a piece of paper that is 1 1/4 inches by 3 1/4, and that will wrap clear around. You'll start on one edge, wrap it clear around to this other edge, and that way I would put glue because these things spring open.
So 1 1/4 by 3 1/4.
Right.
And everybody, these are great for graduation too. You just get, we have some wonderful school papers for the local schools.
Oh, yes.
And cut them 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. You wrap them and you just put them out, and people will be impressed. Or any theme. If you're having a basketball banquet, get some basketball paper, whatever it might be. And I'm glad to know the measurements, Diana, because I never really knew. And I love how you drew the little snowman.
Yeah, just
faces.
plain piece of white paper. You can draw a little snowman.
That would even be a fun little
Pretty
project
papers,
if you were having a
stickers.
school party to give the kids markers and let them do their little
Yeah,
snowman
let them
faces.
do their own. Absolutely.
It'd be really great.
So,
Wow.
So
Okay.
we've made a
well,
disaster
we
out of
have made a
this.
mess. We have made a mess.
Total disaster.
But that's a good mess. It's a good, happy day
good
at Memory
mess.
Bound. It's Wednesday. We're Memory Bound in Iowa. I'm Kelly. Diana was here today. She showed us. Oh my gosh, we showed how to do
bunch.
things with candy bars, making them little snowman faces, gingerbreads. We've got our reindeer. We've got our heart, which we said we could use for Valentine's Day. And I like how this is made just winter. It's not necessarily Christmas.
Yeah.
And we've got candy bar. Oh, here's another candy cane holder. We got candy bar holders. She showed us how to make the treat, the kind of matchbox treat that Pat made for all our staff and brought in before she went back to California. And she showed us that. We showed how to make this little kind of an origami pocket that you can make any size you want as long as you have a square piece of paper.
it's called a diaper fold. So if
Diaper
you
fold.
want to-
She showed
you
us
were
the
looking-
envelopes, the nuggets. Diana, there's a question for you. They want to know how long you have been crafting.
Oh my gosh. Well, that would give away my age. You know, my mother used to craft all the time. She
Did
did
she really?
a lot of painting stuff, and she did crocheting and knitting, which I took
Yeah.
up sewing, and she did sewing too. But so I've been since.
So
I
you
was-
grew up what? You
I-
grew up.
I
with-
grew up
Were you
pretty
in
much
4-H and that kind of stuff when you were a kid?
I was a campfire girl.
Campfire,
So
okay.
we did a lot of this kind of stuff. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's fun, and this is fun for adults and kids and older kids and younger kids. It's just fun to get
Oh
something
yeah,
like
these would
this.
make a wonderful kid.
And I think Sharon mentioned earlier, put them on a gift. You know, you could take something
Yep.
like this and put it on a present, and it
Absolutely.
just dresses it up, or tuck it inside a ribbon on a gift, or on your envelope. Some of these things would fit on an envelope.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
thanks for watching us today, everybody.
Thank
Check
you.
out the new Tinsel Time collection from Doodlebug. I think it would fit in really well with a lot of these projects.
You got to check it out before I buy it all.
We probably will be reordering it today.
I bought mine last night.
You just
so I'm
never
good.
know with Doodlebug because it comes in kind of later than a lot of the other collections. And then before we go, tomorrow Chris is going to be here, and it's going to be really fun. She's going to tell us about her Elizabeth Crafts retreat she went to in Banff, Canada, and show us her projects and tell us a little bit about what they did. And you can ask questions, of course, and she's going to share things. She met Els and Elsa's family, and so I think that's going to be a lot of fun for whether you're an Elizabeth Craft fan or not. I think you'll enjoy it. And then we've got today, tomorrow, and Friday to get your Winnie the Pooh Christmas at 40% off. So, and we will be posting our Thanksgiving week specials this afternoon, so for sure. So watch for that, and have a really good crafty day. Thank you again, Diana, for being here today, and we'll see you tomorrow.